What's going on, guys? Irish Wealth here. Welcome back to the channel. So I just want to touch on the kind of recent downward trend in the crypto market. If any of you guys are invested in crypto, you're probably feeling the pain as well. It's been a rough couple of days, to put it mildly. So before I get into the video, I really appreciate it if you're new around here to hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get this little channel up to 350 subscribers. So that's the next little mini goal. So if you're new around here, smash that subscribe button and hit the like button also, as it really helps me out. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So if we just jump over to Coinbase have a really good chart to see kind of the overall crypto market, and it's really not looking healthy at all. You know, almost every single coin down very significantly from their all-time highs, and it really does kind of stem from Bitcoin's recent crash in the last couple of days. If we just go to the 1-1 chart here, you know, we topped out around just over €54,000. We got down as low as 39,000. And now we're kind of seeing a little bit of a rise again up to just under €42,000. So very, very volatile times, scary times. But again, you know, if in doubt, zoom out. Look at the 1-year chart. You know, it's nothing too different to what we've seen before. You know, we'll see a big run up, we'll see a correction, we'll see a big run up. But the most important thing about this is where we are in the current crypto cycle. So when we talk about the market cycle, we're really talking about Bitcoin's halvings. And this is very important because when Bitcoin crashes, it essentially takes the entire market with it. There'll be very little survive or, you know, thrive at the same time Bitcoin is crashing. So if we go here and we see the halvings that have taken place throughout Bitcoin's history, we can see a pattern that plays out every 4 years. You'll see a massive bull run where it goes absolutely parabolic, and then that's followed by a couple of year bear market, and it consistently plays out every single 4 years. Now, the good thing about this and the positive thing is each bull market, it hits a new high, and each bear market, it doesn't go down as low. But again, if you're kind of short term on this whole Bitcoin cryptocurrency investing, you do not want to get caught out by this. But if this sort of data is to play out and this pattern plays out again, you can see here 2021, we're actually at the very beginning of this bull run, and you know, $300,000 is actually not out of the question if these sort of patterns are to play out again. Now, again, this isn't enough data to go by, so it's only sort of one consideration to take into account. And there are many kind of analysts and experts that would argue against this as well, that this case won't actually play out this market cycle. But again, an interesting argument. Again, absolutely not financial advice whatsoever, but an interesting thing to take into account nonetheless. So it does beg the question, if we are supposedly in one of the greatest bull runs of all time for Bitcoin, why is the Bitcoin price actually struggling so much lately? And essentially, there's been a lot of negative stuff has come out the last number of weeks around cryptocurrency and Bitcoin specifically. A lot of unsubstantiated claims, a lot of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, circulating as well. You know, so a lot of these things, if you read down below this kind of surface layer, you find that a lot of it is just complete nonsense. So a lot of negativity coming out of Turkey with regards to cryptocurrency. They're looking at banning the buying and selling of cryptocurrency, which is absolutely crazy. And one of the top crypto exchange bosses actually went away on a runner with 2 billion of investors' funds, which is crazy. So that just further backs up the point that you need to keep your cryptocurrency in a wallet, a secure wallet, rather than keeping it on the exchange. And this protects you from any things like this happening. But again, this is a very rare occurrence, and I'm not even sure if it's actually true, which is the scary thing. And again, another thing which turned out to be completely unsubstantiated claims. This tweet actually went viral over the weekend. I think it was last weekend, where essentially this FX hedge account posted that the US Treasury was to charge several financial institutions for money laundering using cryptocurrencies, which again, minutes after that was posted, Bitcoin absolutely tanked. But it turned out to be complete nonsense. So you do need to do your due diligence when it comes to these sort of things. And usually when a story comes out and there's a lot of fear, if you dig down below the surface level, you'll find the real truth. Another catalyst to talk about is Biden looking to increase the capital gains tax in the US. Again, he apparently there's talks of it looking to double it, which I think is exceptionally unlikely. So, there could be people looking to cash in their gains while they can at a lower rate. I think their capital gains is at 20% right now. And if that were to rise to 40, there could be a lot of selling pressure before that kicks in. But I really don't believe that they're going to be able to double it. There'll be a lot of pushback to that. It'll certainly increase. There's no doubt about that. If they're looking to get money from somewhere, it will increase, but I don't think it'll double. So where does this leave us in terms of a Bitcoin price prediction? And in short, no one really knows. We don't have enough data to back up our decisions, as it's a very new asset and extremely volatile at that. So all we can do is kind of look at past patterns and kind of make predictions as best we can. But if we take the most bullish scenario into consideration, and we look back at the market cycles that we looked at earlier, then you can make the argument that we're actually very early on in this current market cycle. So this gives the price a lot of room to grow from these points, and we're just experiencing a very short-term correction. So another bullish case is the amount of institutional money that's flowed into cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin, in the last number of months. You look at companies like MicroStrategy, Tesla, PayPal, Visa, Square, all pumping money into Bitcoin and crypto in general. So if there's one thing that moves an asset, is the influx of institutional money. That's when an asset seriously starts gaining traction. You see it with stocks all the time. When Wall Street and when big hedge funds identify a stock, that's when it starts actually moving, is when institutional money gets into it. Now, you could look at this from a bearish standpoint as well. A lot of these institutions are saying that they're going to hold on to their Bitcoin, pretty much indefinitely, and not sell at all. They're just going to hodl and accumulate as much as they can. But you have to kind of be realistic as well. If Tesla puts in 1.5 billion into Bitcoin and it 10x's, it'd be kind of stupid of you to think that they're not going to take some of that profit out. So that you could look at that from a bearish perspective of, if a lot of these institutions start selling off and taking gains, that it could actually have a massive impact on the price. So taking all this into consideration, I am still quite bullish on Bitcoin. I think we will test new all-time highs before the end of the year. How high it'll go, I'm not so sure. If it hits six figures, I'll definitely be taking some profits, but I really do believe in Bitcoin going in the longer term, sort of 5 to 10 years time, and I believe in the entire crypto space as well. So half my allocations in Bitcoin, half of it's in Ethereum. If they run up to crazy numbers, of course I'll be taking some profits, but I think there'll always be a part of my portfolio that'll just sit there for the next sort of decade or so, as I really do believe in the space going forward. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think we're at the start of a new crash, a new correction, or do you think it's just a short-term blip and we're still very much in the bull run? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below anyway. And if you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.